Food Fight, a student competition, is presented by the Oklahoma Natural Gas Energy Efficiency Program.
I'm cooking like a boss on my new gas range. With a turn of the knob, I'm controlling the flame. Energy efficiency is changing the game. One bite of my boys like,
Dad, it's insane.
R-E-V to the A-Z-E. Got a rebate check that's coming to me. I said R-E-V to the A-Z-E. Getting paid when I'm saving that energy. Let's go.
Coming up next, we have Food Fight, where we have two teams cooking off in the kitchen for scholarship money. We've got Claremore Sequoyah and Pryor. Stay tuned. Welcome to Food Fight, a high-stakes cooking competition for high school students competing in the kitchen for a chance to win scholarship money. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and today we are here at the One Gas Education and Training Center, where we have Claremore Sequoyah and Pryor cooking up a main course and a dessert all under 1 hour. But before we meet our competing teams, let's meet our judges. All right, I'm with Chef Leah. Welcome, Chef. Welcome to Food Fight.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, I see your comfortable chef shoes match your awesome, adorable chef shirt.
Why, thank you.
Is that what you do as a chef?
It is. It's all about coordination and clothes. Nothing else matters.
Well, maroon looks beautiful on you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell us a little bit about your history as a chef.
I have been working in the industry for, gosh, almost 30 years. I'm a certified executive pastry chef through the ACF. I have been a proctor with the ACF for exams. I taught at Platt College for about 7 years, baking and pastry and culinary management, and I have been working as a food broker, which in my most current iteration of my career.
All right, I'm with Chef T. Chef T, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you are such a great chef for us here on Food Fight.
Well, I have a long history here. So basically, I started my culinary journey when I was these kids' age in Votech, and I've been doing cooking competitions and helping them out, so I know what they're going through right now. But in my professional life, I am a traveling indigenous chef and cooking consultant. But my passion is mentoring. I see how young these guys are in starting their cooking journey, and it makes me proud, and I want them to continue that because it's a lifelong relationship with food.
All right, let's meet one of our celebrity judges who is also my mother. We've got Beth Ringel here. Welcome to Food Fight, Mom.
Thank you. I've never been to such a beautiful building.
Right?
This is the best of the best. And the students are really busy over there preparing their foods with gloves and just the way it's supposed to be. I'm just really impressed.
So let's talk a little bit about you and your culinary background and what makes you a great judge for this competition today.
I'm from Texas, and I grew up with home-style cooking. So I just watched my mother. She did teach me how to skin a chicken, which I screamed running out the door. She'd cut it up and then skin it. No, I buy it pre-cut and cleaned now. But we had, mashed potatoes, roast beef every Sunday with potatoes and all the good vegetables. So everything was down home cooking, fattening.
Fattening and good. And speaking of good, this is today's delicious recipe lineup. Both teams will be creating chicken piccata, along with side dishes of rice pilaf with red pepper and sautéed broccoli. Finally, today's Start with Store-Bought Dessert Creativity Challenge will give both teams cookies, ice cream, and a long list of other ingredients, and leave it up to the chefs to put them together in the most delicious way possible. The teams were ready to get cooking, but before we started, we wanted to know a little bit more about each one. Let's meet our team from Pryor. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Madison, 10th.
Michael, 10th. Colin, 10th.
Awesome. You guys ready, excited?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now let's meet our team from Claremore Sequoyah. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Jacob, and I'm in 10th grade.
Jaden, 10th grade.
Daniel, 9th grade.
All right, you guys feeling excited?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay, let's get cooking. Both teams spent some time in the back storeroom gathering the ingredients they felt they would need for today's challenge. They got everything gathered, brought them to their kitchens, and prepared for the race. Okay, we are just about to start the clock for this competition. We've got 60 minutes. Claremore Sequoyah, y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
What about you, Pryor?
Yes.
All right, break an egg. Let's get cooking. All right, talk about flavor palettes. When it comes to tasting the food, salty, sweet, what are you going to be looking for? It's a chicken piccata
This is
dish.
chicken piccata, which I love. I just want it to be, I haven't looked at the ingredients yet, but very tasty, like buttery. And so I would think a little more salt, maybe a little bit garlic, paprika, I'm not sure. I can't wait to taste it.
When it comes to flavor and your palate, tasting this chicken piccata dish, what are you looking for as a chef?
I'm looking for lemon, acidic, flavorful chicken, maybe a little bit of a crisp on that chicken. But I look for the acidity in a piccata dish. So that's what I'm excited for. I love chicken piccata.
So when it comes to the pastry aspect of these kids' recipes, what are you looking for?
Taste. Everything is taste. It can look terrible and taste good. It cannot taste bad and look good. It has to taste good. So everything is down to that.
Now, what are they making for their dessert?
We don't know. It's kind of a grab bag. They have a pre-made something that they have to turn into. They have to use ice cream and a cookie, and then everything else is up to them. So it should be very interesting.
Let's meet the coach from Claremore Sequoyah. This is Ashley, a teacher at Sequoyah High School. Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the Claremore Sequoyah team and what you're really hoping for them to accomplish today together in the kitchen.
Well, this is going to be their first culinary competition. This will be the first culinary team to come out of Sequoyah. We're really proud of them. They've been working really, really hard. They don't get to spend as much time in the kitchen as a full-time culinary class would because they have other things that they have to learn as well. It's a well-rounded class. So they've had about 2 months in the kitchen. This last week we've really focused on more advanced skills that we don't generally focus on. They made whipped cream for the first time. They've learned different knife cuts, and I'm really hoping to just that they have a good time.
Do you see any challenges that they might come up against?
Yes, chicken piccata is a kind of fancy dish for what these guys have learned how to prepare. My classes focus more on home cooking, so learning the basics, you know, how to make gravy, how to cook a chicken. Chicken piccata has a sauce, and we're not allowed to fry, and then chicken piccata is kind of fried. So I hope that that doesn't throw them too much of a curveball.
I'm with Janine, the coach for the Pryor team. Welcome, Janine.
Hi, welcome. It's good to see you.
So talk a little bit about the teammates here with Pryor. What are you hoping for them to really accomplish today, and is there a challenge that they might have to overcome?
Well, it's interesting because, you know, they didn't know ahead of time what they were going to be preparing. So I have one that's a savory specialist and the other two are bakers. So it's quite a challenge for them to cook things that they've never made. Sometimes a rice pilaf seems very simple for an adult person that has cooked a lot, but for children, it's a totally different ballgame.
It is. What about their teamwork aspect?
These three work very well together. Two of them are very good friends, and but they're all in different organizations and things together. So, and they're in the same class.
Minutes left, teams. 30 minutes left. So tell me a little bit about your culinary experience.
I haven't been cooking long. I've actually took the semester class for this class, which is Facts Basic, for the cooking, and I didn't even know how to do anything until I started taking it, and we just kind of grew and got better.
That's awesome. Do you see these skills extending out through your high school and after high school?
I could see myself doing a little bit with it. Kind of just learning more and getting better.
So I started cooking with my grandma ever since I was probably about 5, and ever since then I've always had a passion for cooking. I love being in the kitchen, I love cooking dinner for my family, and then I joined FCCLA, which has a lot of culinary skills in it, and then I joined culinary in high school, and I love it.
And do you have any aspirations to continue this outside of high school?
I don't think so, but I think it's a skill that I'm always going to take with me in life.
What's your culinary history? What got you into wanting to learn to cook?
I just really want to, whenever I grow up, be able to provide for myself and everything like that. And I really wanted to learn how to cook well and everything.
Great. What's your favorite dish to cook?
I really like cooking some pastas like chicken Alfredo and stuff like that.
Okay. And do you see yourself extending this knowledge outside of high school?
Yeah, I've thought about going to like culinary arts programs after high school and stuff, maybe starting my own restaurant one day.
So I started cooking with my grandpa, and we cooked all the time together, and he taught me all the things I know. And once he passed away, I wanted to keep his tradition going with his cooking.
And how do you see you continuing on your culinary skills?
I would like to open my own restaurant someday and have that, so that is what I would like to do.
I always help my mom and my dad at home cooking, and I always wanted to make my own dishes to present to my family and stuff, like at Thanksgiving. Great. And I joined this class to cook.
And do you see yourself continuing on this as you graduate high school?
Yes, ma'am, I would like to. I would like to go to, say, NTC, their culinary program. We visited there last year for 8th grade. And I really liked how they have it set up in there, and I wish I could, yes, continue it.
Well, as like them, I also learned from my grandma. A long time ago, like 6-7 years ago, me and my grandma would make cookies, things. So I always took an interest in baking, but then my grandma started showing me how to cook like real food, like meals and sauteing stuff, and I was like, I like that. And then she taught me more into it, and I kind of learned all from her, basically.
Wonderful. How do you see yourself continuing on these culinary skills you're learning?
Well, I plan to start going to culinary school to get even better at cooking, and then open my own restaurant someday.
Left, 15 minutes. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Left, only 5 minutes left. You've got 1 minute left, only 1 minute left, and then you gotta drop everything. 1 minute left. All right, that's it. Put your plates down. They should be ready to go. We are going to present these dishes to the judges. Let this cooking competition really begin.
I think we did really good. I'm really happy with my team. We worked well together. We have a good mix of savory and sweet chefs, so putting that together made our working efficient. I'm most proud of the chicken that Colin made. He spent a lot of time, and I think he did really good. And our rice pilaf looked really good too. Some of the challenges we faced was definitely running back and forth between kitchens, chopping things up in time, getting things cooked at the right temperature, all that.
I think we did amazing.
Good.
I was scared at first because we were going through it, but then as soon as everything started coming together, we started working as a team more, it all just kind of came together, and then I think we made something very beautiful today.
What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the broccoli because it was a little stress, a little time consuming. I kind of got a little pushed off and then realized after, but then I'm very proud that it came out very well and very good after. Well,
what were some of the most challenging moments today?
It was definitely making the glaze part for the chicken. Kind of took a little bit, took a while, so it really cranked into our time, but we did get it all out at the very end. So
I think we did really good. I'm really proud of all of them.
What dish are you most proud of and excited about?
I'm excited for Colin's chicken because he worked very, very hard on it, and so.
Are you the pastry or are you the savory?
I'm like in between, but mostly today I made the pastry.
You made the pastry. Okay, tell me about what your creative background was for the pastry.
So we just wanted something sweet to have to balance out with the savory, and so we did a chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich with a side of raspberries and strawberries and homemade whipped cream.
What was the most challenging part for you?
The most challenging part was definitely time, because I'm not used to having like a set time that you have to make something in, so that was definitely one of the challenges.
I loved the way the Pryor team worked together. They were very helping out each other. They were all nervous, every one of them. We could see it and we felt sorry for them, but in spite of it all, they did a wonderful job.
I overheard some pretty clear communication on the Pryor team. It was calm, it was concise. I could clearly see who was the lead in this in the presidential kitchen. So I really appreciated that, because this kitchen is not just about the food, it's about the state of mind you're in.
The Pryor team, they were so clean and so organized and just really executed like chefs in a kitchen. It was really impressive to see. They should be very proud of that.
All right, here in our commercial kitchen, we have Claremore Sequoyah, and they're going to present their dishes to the judges for the taste test.
I think we could have done a lot better given the experience we have, but we let our nerves get to us and we just kind of slacked off. Not slacked off. We tried. We could have done better, you know.
Looking back, hindsight's 20/20. So what would you have done differently?
I would have put my chicken in a different spot so I could have had more serving sizes, and I would have took better control of my team so we could plate our dishes better. I'm proud of how we all work together as a team, because me and my team, we just met this year, actually. Because I'm a grade below them, and we all sat at the same table, and then we started a cooking group in our class. And then we all we kind of clicked, and we all had good personalities together, so.
In the beginning, we were kind of stressed out a bit, you know. It's a new experience for us, but towards the end, we started to get better, but I feel like we just were too nervous in the beginning where we just couldn't catch back up 100%. The most challenging part was we didn't have a lot of communication. We were supposed to have a lot more communication to where everybody was supposed to be. Instead, it was just kind of all over the place.
What are you most proud of when it comes to the dish or the teamwork?
Definitely our team, you know. These guys, I've been talking to them for a while. So I feel like this experience kind of put a bond together for us.
I feel like we did pretty good, but we let our nerves get to us in the beginning, and we started losing communication towards the end of our meal.
What was the most challenging part?
Definitely the beginning, when we let our nerves get to us, so that threw off our communication and everything a little bit.
What was making you nervous?
I'm not really sure. Probably just the being out here with the cameras and stuff too.
Understandable. What are you most proud of when it comes to your dish?
I feel like we did a good job at making sure that it was all done. We presented it well.
I was impressed with, of course, both teams, Sequoyah and Pryor. The Sequoyah team, their taste was wonderful, wonderful taste.
I think that their plating was pretty good, even though we needed to plate it a little differently towards the end. What we were given was actually a good deal.
The Claremore Sequoyah had a really beautiful plate, and their rice pilaf was outstanding. I really, really enjoyed that. It was very well seasoned. It was well cooked. It was excellent.
While the judges deliberate their final score in today's competition, they shared their thoughts on both teams' performance.
I'm very impressed with both teams. I thought both teams worked very well together. One team was a little bit sloppier, but that's how I cook. And the other team was meticulous, but that has no bearing on the taste of the food. The taste is very good. I have some of my favorites for each different plate and some that not so favorite. Of course, I love both desserts, and that just was a matter of creativity and making it look different from the other. But overall, I'm very impressed, and I'm going to take these recipes home and copy them.
One team was poised and smoothly done. And then the other team may have fallen apart a little bit during the midst of the competition, but yet didn't tell me who was going to have a better tasting plate in the end. But overall, again, proud, very proud. I want to thank them for showing up and being here.
What the other lady said as well, I think both teams should be very proud of themselves. They worked very, very hard. It was very clear that they really wanted to do very well and should be proud of that. with both teams, there are certainly things that they shone at and things that they didn't shine at. I'm excited to see what happens and how it all shakes down. There were a couple of sanitation issues, but I think we rectified that, and it's going to be just fine. I think they've learned some things in this, which is really exciting. But mostly they should just be really proud of themselves for completing, finishing, showing up. That's the hardest part, showing up. So good for them. They should be really proud of their performance today.
We had fun. And we're very impressed with all these young people. They're going to do something with their lives as a result of shows like this.
After much deliberation, the judges assigned a point score to both teams, and I was handed the results. All right, the judges have made their decision. We have Claremore Sequoyah at 52 and Pryor at 59. So that means that Pryor is the winner for this competition today. But in order to see the final winner of this food fight, you got to keep watching Food Fight on RSU TV.
Food Fight, a student competition, is presented by the Oklahoma Natural Gas Energy Efficiency Program.